Hey, I once more come to say thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done, everything you're going to do, Lord. Lord, let us have a good gathering meeting today, Lord Jesus. Let us be on one accord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Anthony McCaskill, and I'm the Treasurer and HR Director for the Village of Dixmoor. I got so much stuff going on. But I want to talk real quick about, I know there's been a lot of complaints about the water bill. So I want to talk about the increase. So the city of Chicago just gave Harvey a notice that they're going up 5% on their water bill. So the city of Chicago gave the city of Harvey an increase of 5%. Harvey then sent us a letter May 15th, May 16th, informing us that they're going to go up on the water bill 5% as well. So there will be a slight increase on the water bill. It's not from the Village of Dixmoor, it's actually from the city of Chicago, who is the hub of the water, and then Harvey is the supplier, and then we are the customer. So I'll let you guys know that. Also, the refuge, the water for the garbage, it's going up roughly $5 to $6 because everything's going up, right? So Republic Garbage Company went up on the bill, so that's okay. Can you?
I can put you a chair where you can get up closer if you want.
Okay.
We can move the chairs up. Pardon me?
Microphone. You don't have a microphone?
No, there's no microphone here.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. So Republic Garbage Company went up on, increased the refuge bill to the Village of Dixmoor. So what we are doing is the administration has approved to make the bill a little bit more expensive. It's like $6 per household, and that's only because we have to pay Republic. So just to recap, the city of Chicago raised the water bill to the city of Harvey by 5%. Harvey then gave us the bill of 5% increase, and that was right around May 16th, May 15th. So that on your June, or maybe not June, but maybe your July water bill, you'll see that increase gonna come up.
Will we get a notice about that? Will the residents get some type of notice about that?
It will be on the water bill, yes ma'am. So whenever there's an increase, right, and it's not coming from us directly, there's no need for ordinance for an increase if your supplier increases to you. So that's, for instance, so if you have insurance and State Farm goes on the insurance, they don't need your permission to raise your insurance. They just automatically give you the fee. So that's what the Village of Dixmoor do. But there was a resolution put together for the garbage bill for the increase because that came out of nowhere. So you will be starting to see that in maybe June or July bill moving forward. Yeah, so it's on there now, so yeah. So that came from Republic. So real quick a recap, Republic raised their rates, so there's an increase of roughly $5 to $6 per household for garbage. We have about 600 houses that use the service. The city of Chicago raised the rates by 5% to the city of Harvey. Harvey then raised the rates 5% to the Village of Dixmoor. The city of Chicago is the supplier. City of Chicago is the hub. Harvey is the supplier, and we are the customers. So you'll be seeing that momentarily. Yes, ma'am.
So you said 500 to 600 houses. Well, what do the rest of the people use? Who do they use?
Well, that's how many houses that we have actually that's using the actual water, or it's getting the garbage.
Oh, I thought. Okay, so
Yeah.
what the rest of the village? Who they use for garbage pickup?
What do you mean?
You said 500 to 600.
500 to 600 houses, residential houses.
Right.
That's about what we have in the village.
Oh.
Mayor, anything else?
And one other thing, we're trying hard, and I'm going to continue to try hard. We're trying to keep it where I think it's best to go that route than to go up on your taxes out here. We're not trying to raise property taxes because people can't keep their houses now due to the taxes being so high. So that's why we didn't raise the tax levy. If we it went up on the tax levy, you're probably looking at maybe another $1,000 or more. So it's best to go this route than to go the tax levy route. Because if we raise the tax levy, the county throw they change in there too where they can get more money. If you go anywhere else, Dixmoor is pretty much the lowest place for paying property taxes. We have one of the lowest tax bases. So I'm trying to keep that tax base low where we don't raise our property taxes, where we'll tax y'all out of Dixmoor, out of the state of Illinois. So does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, we've been, I've been saying, I don't know about anybody else, but through the overestimated water bills that we've been receiving for over a year, well, where are we gonna get proper water readings? Or
Yes.
what? Because our water readings
We
have
have-
been overestimated.
We have,
Overestimated bills.
well, we have,
Before you say that, man, hold on, before you say that, let me talk about how there has not been a water increase in the village of Dixmoor for over 15 years. Facts. You guys have been paying a flat rate to the village of Dixmoor, and that's why there's a deficiency in how much we owe Harvey versus how much your water bill is. So since there has not been a water increase, that's why there's a balance with the city of Harvey, because we never increased it to the residents of the village of Dixmoor. This is the first increase in over 15 years. And it's mind-boggling because, I don't know why, but in the past, the other administrations never realized, hey, they're increasing our bill, right? So we have to increase, we never increased it, so that's why we've always had a balance with the city of Harvey, because we're collecting so much money. Now you can talk about that.
well, when it comes to estimated bills, we have 2 people now that's actually going around reading meters, okay? You have some people say, oh, my bill been this 50, 93 or whatever it is for years. We had some people bill was $30 due to the last administrations. $30 water bill is unreal.
Which includes,
Hey, shut the door.
which includes garbage.
And it makes no sense how this village been getting robbed. That's why we're in the shape that we're in. Hold on. That's why we're in the shape that we're in today. You know, trying to play catch up or something. So everything is gonna be on the up and up. And if you have a problem, call the clerk, and we'll get it straight. But everything is gonna be on the up and up out here in Dixmoor. That's the only way we can move. It's time out. When I got in office, one of the things I said and one of the things I meant, we're not gonna have all the slickness and the craziness going on out here in Dixmoor. Where Dixmoor is being robbed. That's why we couldn't afford cars. We couldn't have no equipment or nothing. Because we wasn't collecting nothing. So we gotta take care of this village. If you don't want to be a part of it, that's on you, because we're moving forward. We have to move forward.
It's not the price of the water. It's the amount of the water they say that the household is using. That's the bottom line. It's not no way 2 people is using 5,000 gallons of water a month.
Exactly.
It's somebody else. It's not the price of the water. That's not our issue. The issue is the amount of water. When I had 4 people in my house, I still use 3,000 gallons. Ain't number 2 in there. I tell you, I'm using 5,000 gallons. Being what else? That's the problem that we have. It ain't the amount of the price of the water. That's irrelevant. We talking about how much water is being used in that house. That's the bottom line.
Compared to what y'all have.
Okay.
We can use 1,500, but you got 4,000.
I mean,
Well, wait a minute, hold on, one at a time. So what, well, number one, we had some houses that had a meter in there, and I'm not saying all houses. They had a meter in there since the house was built. And I ain't calling nobody out. But at the same time, now we're getting actual readings. We have somebody going around getting readings. If you feel you have a problem with your water, contact us, let them know, and we'll put a 3-day reading on your meter to see what's going on.
What about the household that still has got the meter in the ground? Are they going down there?
Yes, yes,
Okay, that's all.
yes, yes,
That's
ma'am.
why I know it's not.
They going, they doing it all. It's getting done now, for sure. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Another thing is, you can get your water bill and it says present and previous.
Right.
Okay.
Previous month, no, the present month. I write those numbers down. When I get to the next water bill, the previous don't match what the present was. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, in regards, we got things, because we need
Okay.
water.
Well,
But
here,
for two people, you know, one month, there's a deal there, I guess that means estimate.
okay.
Okay, then the next month, there's no E. So that's actual reading. But your numbers ain't coming nowhere close to me, and I'm seeing the man.
Okay.
The water. But, I mean, like I said, we need the water, so irregardless of which number we got to pay.
If again, if you have a problem with your bill, come in the office, and we're gonna get it squared off. We'll check it out. Okay.
Can we get new meters?
Yes, we're going. That's another thing we're talking about. We're gonna get all new meters, pretty much either where if the car drive down and they automatically pull them in, or we probably have the one for satellite. The satellite meter. Pardon? Well, you couldn't get it for 5 years because there wasn't no audits down in the village. We couldn't get the grants. Now we're getting the grants. We're getting the funding that's coming in. I just signed off on a $5 million grant for meter and lead pipe replacement. So it's all I can say is coming. It should start up. I think Melanie said in the next month or two. Where they'll be doing like the lead lines and meter replacements. And like I say, what we're trying to get the one where it actually comes into the village hall, where don't nobody come out. I believe in getting the top of the line instead of going halfway. That way don't nobody have to come around, they just press a button. Everything come in, and for the ones who not paying their bill and don't want to pay their bill, they just press a button like come in them and they shut you off. So that's the system that we're going into. If you look at the young man that's reading the meters, he does have a shirt that says Dixmoor Wardley Problem Metering. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. You don't have one with you? Okay, he had one that say that he ordered some and he had them on this week. So I'm on top of that. Yeah, well, this week is last month he probably didn't. I agree with you. All he had last month was a badge. Okay? Good. Okay. So I'm going to go to number 2 project, Wood Street project. Wood Street, it'll just be a 2-lane. One going south, one going north. It's going to be like that for a while. We're now getting the infrastructure done with the water mains. They're finna put a 12-inch main in. Right now the village have a 8-inch main, water main in. So we're getting 12s put in, we're getting the infrastructure work done. So you will be uncomfortable on Wood Street for a while. After they get through doing the piping, they're gonna lay a concrete street. Also, we're gonna have new street lights and sidewalks put in. That's something that's been going on for a while. But we had paperwork that was not signed off on. I went down to Springfield, signed the paperwork that needed to be signed, and that will be taking place. The railroads, we're working with that also. We're trying to get a bridge put in where we can get around, where we won't be trapped, because we had a lot of people and that was sick and couldn't get around, and we had maybe 1 or 2 to pass away due to them not being able to get to the hospital on time. So, it'll be on Western.
Got a piece of place?
Right before Bobby Rush got out of office, he signed a bill to have that done. So there's going to be a lot of construction going on in Dixmoor. Something we've been longing for. Pardon me? Sidewalks is going to start on Wood Street, and then also we doing like certain patches of sidewalks in different areas where we had the trees at. We had trees out here, of course, on Marshfield. A lot of them been cut down, as well as in the circle and on the other side of town. We had a lot of trees cut down due to them pulling up the sidewalk, also due to them growing into our sewer and on top of our water mains. So they had to be taken down. We have the tree trimming guy out here now that's still cutting trees. Over on 146th Street, that's where they're at now. They cut down one tree over there, and the other three will be down next week. It's 3 big trees. They was older than 50 years old, so they putting up the sidewalk. Eventually, we're gonna replace it. I would like to have input from some of the residents, you know, what type of tree or what color tree that we'll put up, and we'll have public works. You know, once we start getting them in, I would like to start with a 6-foot tree. That way, once we start getting them in, you know, public works can put them down. I would like to tell all of you all, and you all can share with your friends, please don't put a tree down. Let public works put it down, because when you put them on the easement, you may put them right back on top of the water lines or your sewer lines, and then you'll be calling the village saying it's a tree in my sewer. But guess what? It'll be your tree if you planted it. Yes.
Okay, so I had
my house like about 5 years ago, 5 years, and I was told they were gonna put something in there to kill that stump. They didn't, and those roots, they come up in my flower patches, they come up in my hedges. Once they cut the tree out, they're gonna put something down there to make sure that stump dies.
No, what they're gonna do is grind up the stump. I know the tree you were talking about, and that was before, you know, my guy got in to cut trees. So now we have a company that come out and cut them and grind up the stump cheap. No, they're gonna grind the stump up. We ain't gonna waste no money putting nothing down there. We're gonna grind the stump. Once you grind the stump, they'll kill it. Yes, ma'am.
So we did, well, my husband cut the tree down, and then my son had it stump grind down. So you saying if I purchase the tree, they'll come put it in?
Yes, so they'll tell you where to put it.
Okay, because I know you have to call Julie and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am, because you might put it on top of your gas line or electric line. We don't know. It depends on where you live. No, I know where you live. I'm just telling people, because sometimes, you know, like some of the newer homes, they have electric lines running through the ground. So,
Oh, okay.
yes, ma'am.
Are they gonna redo the streets like on 147, you know, where they went underground for the water? Cause those streets are awful.
147, that's state. It's in Dixmoor, but that's a state road. So what we got to do, we got to get to the state and see what they're going to come back and do.
Oh, okay. On 147.
Yes, ma'am. You're talking about right by the church, by the church, which is between Levin and Horn.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So
I agree.
It's terrible. Trucks.
It's like, it's a dip down.
It is.
Yes.
So while the state is out here doing Wood Street, I'll see if I can get them to go over there and put a little something over there again. Because we're going to always have something where it's going to continue to sink into it, pretty much settle.
That's terrible.
Number 3 is the Army Corps project. That's the pipe that's going north. That project is actually starting Monday. We getting a new 12-inch main that's gonna run from the water tank north all the way down to 139th Street. We had pipes over there, and I wasn't aware of, it used to be houses, homes back over there, so we was losing pretty much almost like 1 million gallons of water a day over there due to the infrastructure and the pipes going out. So Mr. Darden he searched the town high and low, and they went over in that area. I thought it was a pond or, something that was going to Cal-Sag. Once they went in there, he came out with a lot of deer ticks all over him and Public Works, but we did find that problem and we had it capped off. So what they're going to do now is actually run a 12-inch main. We call it the back road over here off 142nd Street. So it's going to be a new pipe system ran from there down to 139th. That starts next week. Robin Kelly and Tony Prattwinkle, our new commissioner, Monica Gordon, and a few of the officials, they'll be out here next week, one day next week. But Monday, that project is going to be on the way. Right here on 143rd and Road. Yes, sir.
Yep. On this Honorable project,
Yes, sir.
that's supposed to be a new street that's going to Dakota Train.
Right, that's supposed to be part of that project once they get through. Yes, once they put the pipe work in. So that's gonna be one of the ways to kind of help get around the train.
Once they close the Wood Street, it's a mess.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Because it's going to get awful, but we got to get these streets done. I mean, we're trying hard. And my thing is, the team that we have now is working hard to try to keep things moving. We also, outside of the Army Corps project, number one, I thank God for allowing me to go down to Springfield. I thank my team for approving me to go down. I went down to Springfield. I don't have it yet, but I did sign for it. I signed for a $10 million grant that the village don't have to pay back. That's going to help take care of the arteries of the town. That's where we're going to start with the arteries. Also, the arteries is going to be Roby, Sibley, and Western coming around in my main big pipes. Then of course, they called me out and thought I wouldn't come back down. I went down there on a Tuesday. When I got back, I hit a voicemail, checked it. I called them back. They wanted me to come back down there between Wednesday and Friday. Of course, my take on it is, if you wait till Friday, they're going to say you really don't want it. I was back down there that Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Me and one of my trustees, Trustee Webster, T. Troy Webster. We went down and I signed another paper for $15 million. I told them I'm looking to get 50. So we pretty much there. And I told them that they don't have to send me the money, just come and do the work. That's going to put in, and it's kind of funny because what they said was, oh, Dixmoor going to be in violation. We have to pay $3,000 a day. And I told them that's good. I'll see you tomorrow. They said we don't have an overhead water tower, and we don't. But by them saying they're going to charge us that type of money a day, my job was to go down and have a little fun with them, and that's just what I did. I stated to them that we don't have the overhead water tower when y'all knew about this since Dixmoor been in existence. Why y'all haven't helped us get it yet? I say, so you're right, we don't have it. But I don't know where you're going to get the $3,000 a day from. So what I need is for you all to help me get the overhead tower put in and some more piping. So they blessed us, rather God blessed us, where I signed another paper for $15 million. Let's get the overhead tower. We now been taking off Finlock. We have our Duns and Sam's account now, which is something that we didn't have due to audits not being done. And it's not the last administrations, it's just administrations, period. Look, the thing of it is to move forward, to start getting it done. So it's gonna be we're gonna have some bumps and bruises, but we gotta get it done. If I have to go down to Springfield every other day, I'll be going down there every other day. When I'm not in Springfield, of course, you know I have on work clothes and I'm out here helping the village move forward. Whether it's changing the oil in the cars or putting a light in the car or jumping in a hole. I mean, I just do what I do. And that's something that can't be stopped. Only way that's going to be stopped is by God. I hear some of the residents saying, you the mayor, you shouldn't be doing it. So what do you want me to do? Go sit in the office and not do nothing? And we have all this work need to be done? So a lot of people, some people is okay with it and some not. The ones that's not, that's on you. If you want your town to look ragged, you got the wrong town. You finna move this town forward. We're gonna try to have some programs in here for our seniors as well as our youth. We're gonna continue to try to do things for people and help you wherever we can. The township will be moving an office in the firehouse. On the one side, we will have an office there in case you need some type of assistance, whatever the township can help you with, it'll be there. It's something that should have been done a long time ago, but we're going to do it because instead of my citizens going over to the township, they can be right here in Dixmoor and deal with the township. So it'll be for your convenience. And we're going to try to get some more programs. I'm telling you, I had to actually drive around to ask people, can you send your child where I can try to put them with a little part-time summer job through the township. I have one of the young men here now that's sitting over there. The township pays $16 an hour. I'm trying to get at least about 10 to 15 more seats. But it's hard for me to find kids. I have to drive around and find someone from 16 to 24 to make $16 an hour. It's finna go up another $1. And again, it's for the kids. And I'm trying to keep them off the street and keep them busy. Pretty much they'll be helping public works or doing something in the office or sweeping or something. I'll find something for them to do, even if I have to teach them how to mop the floor here in the gym. We'll have something for our kids to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Yes, ma'am. Well, I'll get with the township and see if we can do that because right now, Dixmoor per se, we don't have the funding as of yet to hire, the seniors and actually hire, period. We don't have the funding in yet. So that's what we're doing now. Like I say, we just been taking off Finlock, where we can start getting some of them funding and putting in for them. So once that's available, we'll have it posted. Where you guys can. Okay, that's a program for the seniors. You can see the clerk. It's called Easter Seal. Because they did send us a few workers over here. And the clerk is pretty much over that part when it comes to Easter Seal and the seniors. So you can see the clerk, excuse me for this phone ringing. So, Mr. John Thompson just came in. I'll let him talk a little bit about the new development. Morning.
Good morning.
You gotta talk loud where they can hear you.
I got you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is John Thompson. I've worked in Dixmoor for probably off and on for the last 20 years in different positions, okay? And I'm in economic development at this time. The village is looking at a new day and age. We're moving forward in the village of Dixmoor. Wood Street project is a big project. They're redeveloping Wood Street. It's going to be closed off and on. Good morning, trustee. And so it's going to be closed off and on for the next year. You'll have maybe 2 lanes, but it's going to be totally rebuilt. We're going to have new water lines down Wood Street. We're going to have new street lights down Wood Street, new sewer systems. Everything is going to be replaced, and it's going to be the village's street at that time. We also have our home value in the village of Dixmoor has went up, which is a great thing. So now we're going to be doing new development in the community. We have developers that want to come in and build new homes in the village of Dixmoor. Those are great things to have because your property value will go up with that. You will be, how can I put it, is say, at one time, say the property value was worth $50,000, now it's almost double that. And that's unusual. But it being a highly diversified community is a great thing. Our economics are moving up, our property value is going to be moving up. Even our vacant property is getting more value to it. We also have the project from the Army Corps of Engineers. I don't know if the mayor spoke on it or not. You spoke on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. We are putting in new water mains all around the village of Dixmoor. And we also are having a new development plan drawn up from CMAP, Chicago Metropolitan Planning Association. They gave us a big grant to help us develop a new village of Dixmoor. We're going to be rebuilding, redeveloping. You're going to see great things in the village. We have funds coming for the community center. We have funds coming for new roads. We have funds coming for home improvements. We're doing all of the things that are necessary to help you get to the new areas that we're trying to get to. When we start the planning of the village, we will be reaching out to all of the citizenship, everyone in the village, asking them to do surveys to help us see what you want to be in your village. We have, at this time, we're a food desert. We don't have our own market, per se, supermarket in the village of Dixmoor. I have been approached already by 2 developers that would like to put a market, a supermarket, a grocery store in the village of Dixmoor. We're trying to find a location that would be conducive for high volume, but at the same time make it convenient for the villagers of the village. New gas station. The village is going to have its own gas station. Hopefully on Western Avenue at probably Spalding and 143rd. So you'll be seeing new things, maybe 2 gas stations. So for companies to now want to develop in the village of Dixmoor, that's a great thing for us because that means more and more value will be coming. Tax improvements. Hopefully we can get enough development in the village to help reduce our taxes. CMAP is going to come out, and when they meet with us, they're going to be looking at all of the things that we may need. A library, help with the library, see how we can come up with a new media center. These are things that need to be in the village. Our school system, how is it working? Is it great? Is it good? We're going to evaluate those things. We want to see improvements on that. We're trying to see how we can improve on the railroad situation that we have. We'd love to figure out a way to have the railroad not just stop and hold up traffic for hours, but maybe disconnect. Go down, drop off what they have to, come back and connect and move on. It's just making it very impossible to even have good services in the community in case of emergencies. We, the people, have to speak up on these things. So when we call on you, we're going to ask you to come to maybe give us an evaluation of how you think we can improve the village. Also, we're going to make an emergency, let's say not an emergency, we're going to run a street. 143rd Street's going to run under I-57 to the other side of town. That way we can get around some of the railroad crossings. You won't be able to, can't show you until maybe we have a camera come out and do a video of the location. But it's going to run right past the water tower, right down 143rd. It's a wooded area. We're going to go right through that wooded area, under I-57, around the tracks, and come off on 141st Street. This will make it convenient to bypass some of the train and stoppages and blockages that we have in the community. At this time, are there any questions that I can maybe answer? No questions? Well, thank you very much. And I hope I give you some information that can help you in the future.
So, again, we work for you all. The team that you have as trustees, as well as the village president, the team that you have as trustees, as well as your village president, we work for you all. We work as hard as we can. If there's any problems, have for you all here, know that you can call me direct, and I do what I can do. I'm gonna continue to do what I do and help wherever I can help. If I can't help, I'll let you know, and I'll put you in the right direction. Again, we're working with a lot of different companies and individuals, Amazon, Sam's Club, and you know, a lot of them, they donate to the village. They give me a call and I ask them whatever they have, you know, that they would like to donate or give us. I just take it and I give it out. As you can see, we have like shoes and snacks and wipes and, you know, whatever. Whatever they give me, I just load up, go pick up and bring here to the village, and I give out. And we do whatever we can do. Also, if you have problems paying your water bill, if it's too high or something like that, the township have a program where they actually will pay some of the water bill, if not all of it, up to $1,500. So that's something that we tapped into also, where the township is helping out a lot. So wherever we can help, that's what we'll do. And I thank all of you all for coming out. Yes, ma'am.
Mayor, I know that there's face-to-face, but I was inquiring this morning, is there a website, or some of the websites set up where you can go and see the ordinances? You know, if you've not obeyed the ordinance, don't know what they are. So you can, and there, if you go to like some type of website where you can go and see ordinances for the government. Yes.
Right, that's one of the things that's getting placed on the website. We're trying to get all that together where we put it on. And I'm kind of glad you brought that up. I had a few residents, some of them got mad because they got stickers for their garbage cans being out too long. And really, I wasn't looking at that too much, but I had residents come to me saying, so-and-so garbage limit is out. This garbage can been out since Thursday. This garbage can been out, you know, too long, period. Really, after the garbage man dumped the garbage by that nightfall, the garbage can should be put up. So guess what? We're saying we want Dixmoor to look like Posen or Midlothian or Orland Park, or we want it to look better. So in order for it to look better, we got to do better. So you'll get your warning first, and after your warning, you will get a ticket. That'll help you pull your garbage cans in. Far as just putting debris out in front of your house, they don't do that nowhere else. Pardon? Yes, and then, you know, we have some people play games. They put out a letter saying that you can set all your debris out in front of your house and the village gonna pick it up. That was the biggest lie, the biggest garbage letter that was put out. And what makes it so bad, they try to put my signature on the bottom of the letter, which was crazy. So whoever done it, I'm gonna put it like this, good for you. But what I did do, I did go around to the people. They showed me the letter. I said, that ain't my letter. It was a screenshot, and they screenshot my name and cut and pasted onto the letter. So you have people that's gonna do all type of stuff. Shame on them. When we do a cleanup, we will have a letter as well as a robocall, and it will be on the back of your water bill. Please read the back of your water bills. Please. So we are moving forward as you can see, the town is getting cleaner. It's much cleaner than what it was. These homes that's sitting around is burned up and tore up right now. As we speak, the attorney is working on a letter to place a lien so we can tear them down. We're gonna start tearing houses down, so you're gonna have vacant lots around here, which the village will own, and we're gonna sell to either the person living next door or to an investor that would like to build. That way the village won't be paying to get the lots cut. Because every time public works go out and cut, they on the village clock, so we paying to have these lots cut. For the individuals that own lots that's not cutting them, we're gonna cut them and we're gonna charge you and send you a bill. We finna clean up Dixmoor, so if you're doing right, you ain't got no problem. But if you're not doing right, you're gonna have a problem. Again, we have people that different companies that donated to the village, and whatever they donated, sit it out here and it's free for the residents. My thing is, a lot of people say, well, why I say residents only, why I can't have none? If you don't live in Dixmoor, I'm not giving it to you. Because it wasn't given to Harvey, Chicago, or none of them other cities or suburbs. It was given to Dixmoor. So I want Dixmoor residents to get what they got coming to them. So it's for Dixmoor. Again, if we have a problem with the water, as far as when they start this water infrastructure, give Pepsi and Coca-Cola and everybody else a call and have them to bring me some water. But right now, our water is in good shape. I get the water tested like 3 times a week, and we stand on top of it. You have a working team. I have two of my trustees are here. Charlene McFadden, and I have Trustee Tony Mitchell here. And I also have the rest of my staff here. I have one of my residents here, Mr. Rolock. He helps whenever I call. I have my assistant, Ms. Craig. You can reach out to her. My clerk, Juanita Darden. Miss Loretta. I say that right? Miss Loretta with the Water Department, Mr. John Thompson. Also, I have the men from the Lighthouse here. They got a bad rep where people was talking about Lifehouse and saying these guys is no good and so forth, but again, that's just a rumor and it's a lie because these guys have helped our seniors. They've been cutting grass, they've been shoveling snow. They help us keep the village clean. Them the ones that you see picking up paper and so forth around here. So again, if you have a problem, feel free to give me a call. Do anyone have anything to say before we dismiss? You need to speak up, I can't hear you.
Forest Manor area, the area right over here.
Forest Manor area. Okay.
That's what that's the name of it. I'm sorry, you all know that. You all live in the area where Page Martin, River Drive, it's called Forest Manor area. But anyway, my issue is, I know you all put speed bumps on every street except Marshall. Why not Marshall?
Right, we did, because we probably ran out of speed bumps. What I'm trying to do now is give it the company that actually come and lay the asphalt speed bumps down instead of the rubber speed bumps. And we need speed bumps pretty much all over the town because we got these young boys in them fast cars and that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do now. And we can't say it's the police because we got enough police. We got enough police cars. So what we got to do is once we get the funding in, I'm going to see if I can get Mr. Thompson to work on the grant, but I still want to try to see if we can pull funding from another source where we can actually get the asphalt speed bumps down.
I have 2 questions. Right there on 146 and Horn, I don't understand why all those rocks, how do they always end up in the street? You know
what? I live on 145th and Horn. It's on the corner of my block.
Right.
The buses.
Oh, that's what it is.
the buses come, and I actually checked it out because I had to prep all the rocks out of the street, back over there where they go, but when the buses come, they make that sharp turn, they go down in there and they pull the rocks jump. So I'm trying to see how we can actually fix that because there's a sewer there. But if we build a sewer up too high, then they'll be running into the sewer. So it's got to be a way of fixing it. Our block is one of the blocks that don't have curbs. So that's the bad side about it.
And one other thing, when they put these pipes in, is that gonna help with the water, the pressure? Because sometimes my pressure is low. Like
Yes.
even in the water pressure, it gets real low.
That'll help with the pressure.
Okay.
And when they put the pipes in, you may have to have your the screen inside the faucet. You might have to unscrew that
I know.
and put it back in because once they put the new pipes in, you know, sometimes you get like
Residue and stuff.
rust that's in your pipes,
Right.
get inside of it. Yes, ma'am.
When you start to work on the water pipes, how long throughout the course of the day are we gonna not have the water on? I mean, I know there's gonna be you're gonna be affected some kind of way by the water not being on while you're working on it. So throughout the course of the day, how many hours will we not have the water on?
Well, the way that the Army Corps of Engineers is pretty much military,
Right.
so they supposed to have some type of way where they can do it where it don't interrupt the water at all. So I'm praying that's the way they can do it. They supposed to have some type of way where they just hook up and they don't interrupt our water service. So I'm praying that's the way it happened because last time we had that big water problem, my first time ever, me and my wife, first time ever going out of town, you know, going on a honeymoon or whatever you want to call it, in 35 years, my trip was cut short to 2 days. I had to come back on a jet. And it's not that my trustees and clerk and them couldn't handle it. It's just that, you know, I believe if I'm the captain of the ship, when the ship go down, I need to be on the ship. Because I could have stayed there or I could have went to my resort anywhere. But when we had that water issue, me and my whole family was right here with that water issue. Because it don't seem right for me to be somewhere relaxing and the citizens suffering and don't have no water or got water problems. So I was right here with the water issue. Cost me an extra $1,000, but I flew back and jumped right in the hole with the guys. Anyone else? I'm glad you brought that up because it was coming, but it slipped, but it was coming, but it slipped. I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, 2 days ago, I had one of the residents that cursed me out real bad. Called me everything. And really, I wanted to give her some of that back. But I held my tongue. I actually prayed for her, and I actually asked God to help her out because she don't know what she's talking about. So, she said the buses is not coming through here no more. I understand that. She says inconveniencing the residents over here in Dixmoor. I understood that. But what I didn't understand, and what she didn't know what she was talking about, and I'm gonna say it like that, I could have said it a nastier way, because she really gave it to me. She was talking about the street over here that the bus come down that's in Harvey. It's not in Dixmoor. I explained that to her. So she goes, well, why you can't get it fixed? Why you can't lay the street? Because that's in Harvey. It's not Dixmoor. Then she said, well, you need to get with the man Harvey and talk to him. I say, I'll talk to him. The people from the state talk to him. Ain't nothing we can do. Well, if you can't do nothing, you don't need to be the mayor. You need to get out of the town. Well, that's after she called me all kind of MFs and everything. And I told her, my exact words was, you a voter, make sure you make it to the poll. I have done all I could for this village. I have gave up a lot of my life for this village. And I help people all the time. So sometime when you go to talking crazy to me, Guess what? I'm only human. I wasn't born and raised in Dixmoor. I used to be a rough guy at one point, so when you go to making threats and stuff like that, guess what? Where I come from, sometime that might come out. I'm only human. I'm not going to be punked. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. If you talk to me with respect, I'm going to respect you. But when you start going the other way, you might have a problem, because it might be one of them days where I just got out of one of them holes. So I'm going to try all I can to get this taken care of. But again, all I can do is talk to the man from Harlem. If he don't want to do it, I can't make him do it. I talked to Pace. Pace said, well, they're not going to change their route just to drop off 10 or 15 people from Dixmoor. So if Pace feel that way about you and you still want to give Pace your money, guess what? Shame on you. Pace wouldn't get none of my money. I know when they treat me bad at the store, I stopped going in the store. I don't care if it was 50 cents I was spending. So sometimes we got to get together. And the ones that catch the bus, where the bus drop them off over here, sometimes we got to get together and go to Pace. All of us, not just me. All of us need to go to Pace and talk to Pace about how they not dropping you all off over here in Dixmoor.
Where was the bus going?
Well, I know this particular bus, it come from the Harvey terminal, and it comes down through over to 144th, come up 144th over to 143rd, then come back up to Woods and go back over.
Oh.
But it's a street over there. The street is tore up. I mean, I've seen the street suck in a whole car, the whole front end of a car. But again, I took pictures, I gave it to Clark. He said he don't go down that street, so he don't care. And Pace say they not gonna keep sending their buses down their street, because every time the bus go through there, if they go through there 2 or 3 times, they got to replace the ball joints, axles, and springs. So again, that's one street that don't belong to Dixmoor. If it belong to Dixmoor, we'll be taking care of it. But Dixmoor can't even go over there and pour gravel on the street, because we can get in trouble. Okay. So, go ahead. I'm gonna take this last one. Then, you all are free to get whatever. Y'all can have whatever you want over there. It's in sizes and it's snack boxes, hand sanitizer, wipes, pressers, all type of stuff over there. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I just wanted to say that my family and I appreciate the things that you and your administration have been trying to do to get Dixmoor back in order. And you've done a lot more things than a whole lot of people. So we just want to say that we appreciate it.
And I couldn't do it without you all. Trust me, I couldn't do it without you all. All eyes on deck, and that's what helped me be the person I am.
Are you guys planning on bringing back the dumpster?
Pardon?
The dumpster for Dixmoor?
Are we doing what for Dixmoor? Dumping. Dumpsters. Yes, that's something we'll be working on for next month. We will have dumpsters in certain sites where you can actually put the stuff in the dumpster. Or if it's too heavy, now don't take me wrong when you say, oh, it's too heavy, I'm gonna sit it out there. If it's not too heavy, you put it in the dumpster. If it's too heavy, you sit it out there, and we have where the guys will come through with the machines and pick them up. Yes, ma'am. Morning. Right. That's one of the first ones on the market to be torn down. We're to be pushed down and put in dumps because it's pretty much falling down. I know the exact house you're talking about, 145 Cooper, right next door to your mom. Right.
Are they still, I feel like residents should know who Mr. High Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be introduced.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Did you have something?
Yeah, I want to know, is the previous administration still paying back the money that
Hold on, we got a question. You said what now?
The previous administration, are they paying back their money?
Hold on 1 second back there.
Are they paying back the money that they owe the village?
Okay, the previous administration that mishandled the funds, that is going to court now.
Oh,
Individual was served,
okay.
so that will be in court. We also found found some of the paperwork where they gave out all type of see you later checks, I call them. We had over 6 individuals that got $20,000 apiece, unheard of in Dixmoor. So that is going to court. They will be taken care of, and trust me, all of you ought to know about it because I will have it in the news.